She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black
I
person. She went to historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Okay, so she became a black person is the line that they're using now.
They're using
basically an analysis of code switching here. Okay, with that said, is this like a well-stated claim? I do not think it is a well-stated claim.
No way. No way. No way. Ben Shapiro knows what code switching is.
This is the U.S. intelligence agency, mind control.
He's revealing too much. He's revealing too much. This is the issue with Brett Cooper. She's legitimately can't twist her brain enough to produce the dumb shit that the rest of these people do.
So you think that he knows so
I'm
much?
Shocked he knew what code switching is.
He's outwardly showing that he's malicious, is what you're saying.
Yes. I mean, we know they are, and he's one of the more malicious ones, but this is more outwardly
went to Howard University
as well.
Kamala Harris has pretty obviously campaigned, like, in fact, as a black woman. She's selected for the vice president.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that she was a black woman by Joe Biden, who said so at the time. And this has been it's not as though this is like an infrequent conversation. The reason that she's frequently referred to as Indian American and very...
Hang on. Okay. Well, let's just think about this in perspective of some of the news we've been watching. There's been 2 Veep stakes, as we would say, right? And we ended with JD Vance, right? So, like, there's a short list, right? Where, there's like the Shapiro guy who's definitely not winning. It looks like, some other guys nobody knows. Yeah. So when Biden said, when they asked him about a short list, he said it's going to be a black woman. He's not sure, but he's only looking at black women. Yeah. Right? So those final people in that Veep stakes were black women, is all that he said. That's not, I'm picking them specifically for race points. Okay. We can acknowledge that that's one of the reasons why, but guess what? You pick a state for your VP for swing points as well.
It's a tactical decision.
JD Vance isn't picked for Ohio. He's picked because they're trying to get that Appalachian thing. Is JD Vance a DEI hire?
Yes.
Early headlines about her is because Barack Obama had already been the first black president. So no one cares about this.
He's inclusion.
Second black anything. They care about the first blank something. So first Indian American, first woman. Right? That in any case, is that going to damage Trump? So the media seem to think this is like a kill shot on Trump or something.
Wow.
It is not, of course. That's incredibly silly.
Shapiro, weirdly,
what it is a missed opportunity for Trump. Because he has an opportunity when he goes into a hostile environment like the NABJ to really change the topic. 2, the media being in the tank for Kamala, and Kamala not being here answering questions, and her being radical.
Have you seen the interview with Thiel? Oh my God, what a weirdo who can't talk.
Me, while she's made life for black Americans significantly worse with her inflation, with her terrible foreign policy, with illegal immigration. And you can see the Trump campaign trying to do this. So the Trump campaign, in the aftermath of this, they put out a statement from Lynn Patton, a senior advisor. Quote, President Trump has continually said that unlike Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, he's running to be president for all Americans.
Are we going to do blood quantum? If a fully black person in there, then it's going to be the first fully black president. Are they going to get blood quantum with it? I don't think so. The reason why Obama's half blackness was important was because every other president was a white man. Right? His whiteness was not being acknowledged there because it wasn't important.
Yes. Because it's unremarkable in the office.
Exactly.
To unite the entire country, you have to back it up with action like President Trump did today at the National Association of Black Journalists Conference in Chicago.
It's more about her being a woman, being the first woman than it is the first Indian American or the second black president,
Yeah.
So that's the thing is, Mr. I Hate Bud Aldrin here, when Kamala Harris wins, it's going to be the second black president, and she's going to be celebrated for being the second black president, as well as being celebrated for being a woman.
Members of the media need to make a decision and answer if their goal is to unite the country or further divide us. Because based on the unhinged and unprofessional commentary directed toward President Trump today by certain members of the media, many media elites clearly want to see us remain divided. This is unacceptable. The invasion happening on our southern border is leading to poverty, death, and destruction in communities of color all across our country. Inflation and affordability of everything from groceries to rent costs is crushing Black and Hispanic voters at an even higher rate than many other groups. The endless wars being pushed by career politicians like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is leading to countless Black and Latino lives being needlessly lost. Okay, that paragraph is what Trump should have said at the NABJ. That paragraph's like the whole thing. Instead, the headline that comes out is something that doesn't really damage Kamala and doesn't really damage Trump. That's again, the left is trying to play this as, oh my God, I can't believe Trump damaged himself so bad. Nah.
Or do we consider India a separate thing?
Not possible.
I think in the UK, it's more important.
Did it change the trajectory with regard to the coverage
of the colonial relationship? There's a lot more like Indian culture infused in UK, and that's why the only UK food is British Indian food. You know, we got Italians, they got the Indian food. So
of Kamala Harris? No, it provided her an opportunity to continue putting nice noises into that phone line about unity and how this is just so, it's just so negative and it's just so bad. And oh man, here was Vice President Harris responding.
Unity.
Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the same old show.
I'm glad he's showing this.
The divisiveness and the disrespect. And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth, a leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts.
She's such a liar, and she is hostile and angry.
Who understands.
Stop talking over the woman.
Our differences do not divide us.
She literally has white dudes for Kamala.
Of our strength.
Why are they so butthurt by this account? It was gone by the time I found out about it. Why are they so butt blasted by it?
She literally has white dudes for Kamala. Okay.
Who cares?
How is that?
Oh God, she's the worst. She's the worst. Why aren't you attacking her on this stuff? She's the worst. Her entire campaign is racially segregated. What the hell are you doing? Run on that. Go to the NABJ and say, you know what I noticed about my opponent who's not here? Saying,
Trump
I know she's not
blacks
here.
For Trump. It's a parody.
Trump.
It's a parody of Blacks for Trump, Ben. This is what is a joke. It was a joke political pack, Ben. What a fucking crybaby. Yeah. She said white dudes for Kamala. Like,
questions.
What are you actually crying about, Ben?
As to why she has a segregated group called white dudes for Kamala or white women for Kamala. Please explain why that's okay.
This is so funny.
Fucking loser. Ben Shapiro is less weird. He's more loser coded than weird.
Bigoted fucking losers.
Yeah.
Please, somebody.
Oh my God.
Got to change the signal. Got to change the noise that's coming from that Kamala Harris phone. Got to do it. Well,
I think he fucked up his career choice. I think he would have been an incredible clown.
Happen is Trump would say something kind of crazy on Twitter. I have a conversation with somebody in the White House and they'd say, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. And nothing matters was kind of like the bumper sticker. And that was true. Because again, it turns out that you cannot change the noise coming from the Donald Trump campaign phone. You cannot. It is not possible.
Changes.
However, when he's not the president and he is running for the presidency, he desperately needs to change the direction of Kamala Harris's campaign. That's what he needs to do. Like right now, it is very, very important. And she's intensely vulnerable on all of this. Really vulnerable. And I cannot believe. I mean, I
cannot believe.
They're such effing trash. They are such trash. Truly. The questions that Trump were asked. Those questions that Abby Phillip was celebrating from CNN.
He's really upset about this. They're being racist instead of attacking her on policy. Bro, it's Trump. He doesn't know what policy is. Like, would it be a good idea for them to attack her policy? Yes. That would involve them being capable of doing so.
Then she put out a tweet saying, quote, folks, this is why you let journalists ask questions. The country deserves answers. Why don't you ask Kamala Harris a question? One question. She's been the vice president for the last 3.5 years. She has covered up her boss's senility and continues to do so today. She is complicit in every policy of the Biden administration. Every failure is on her. She's the VP. She's shifting all of her positions in real time. And you're asking Donald Trump about that time that he said something about the Central Park 5 back in 1998? Like seriously, shut the F up. You got to be kidding me.
What are you talking
about?
I swear, Ben.
That's some journalism. Serious. Somebody must ask Trump tough questions. Yes, no, you're right. No,
they have to be so sponsor friendly because they're already edgy.
No one has asked Trump anything.
The hardest he's fucking cried about something. He's so pressed, bro. Because he knows that they're losing bad.
Yes, yeah.
I don't give a fuck because Twitter's not a real place.
Years. We don't know anything about him. He's a mystery wrapped in enigma. Or alternatively, you are all abdicating your job because you're all campaign apparatchik for Kamala Harris. You're all going shopping with her. And do you remember the story from a few years back?
Shopping.
Where Kamala Harris, she actually went shopping with journalists. It's amazing.
Okay.
And go back a few years.
Oh, no. Have you ever seen Trump smile or laugh about something?
Right here. Yes, I actually have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I actually have.
No, you haven't. That man has never laughed.
God damn it.
Ladies, you know what this means.
With journalists. It's amazing. Go back a few years, and she actually went shopping with journalists during the 2019 campaign. And the journalists recommended what she should actually buy. They're like, you should buy this amazing sequin jacket. This is February 22nd, 2019.
Is this what he's complaining about?
On the campaign trail, Kamala Harris tries on a sequin jacket, and men go nuts. You know who it was recommended by? One of the journalists she was traveling with. It's pathetic. The political reporters covering Harris's South Carolina visit tweeted videos and photos of her. She preened in front of a mirror wearing the coat. It was a spontaneous campaign trail moment, unexpected and a little bit playful. This is, again, the kind of coverage she received early in the 2019 campaign. And this is the great hope, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still...
No.
Just August 1st.
My
But
brother,
the Trump team
this
needs
is
to get
haram.
on its horse because the media are not going to do their job. They're deliberately not going to do their job. They're going to lie. They're going to cheat. They're going to hide.
Yeah, but that's
This is what they're going
smiling
to
for
do.
the camera. Those are artificial smiles. Talking about genuine happiness that you've actually seen on his face.
Kamala Harris go 12 full days without asking a question, without being asked any questions at all.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
run
we
a
watched
campaign ad
the
and be shopping.
we watched his interview with Logan Paul, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched parts of it. It was fucking hysterical.
Yeah, like he was kind of having a good time there. It seemed.
None.
Yeah.
Zero.
I mean,
She's going to get all the way through the end of next week before anyone even thinks about asking her a question.
Somehow there.
Are you aware of a CIA psychological profile about you, sir? Would you be interested in hearing what the CIA had to say? This secret study portrays as a brilliant but dangerous megalomaniac who is likely to pursue his own aims in disregard of U.S. interests. He's an uncertain ally. Shall I go on, or would you prefer that I stop, sir?